Go ahead.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for probable cause conference in this matter. I know the court would want to first address Mr. Rainey's bond violation.
Yes.
I know. So, Your Honor, Mr. Rainey was released from custody. I don't have the date in front of me. However, upon his release, Your Honor, he
left the state.
He did. He left the state of Michigan and he went to Indiana. When he was released, Your Honor, he indicated to me that he was displaced and he did not have a place to stay. He did have a tether on. He indicates that he contacted the tether agency. He contacted the emergency number to see if he would have permission to go and stay with his grandmother in Indiana. He states that he did not receive any information back. I did not receive any contact from Mr. Rainey, but it was during the holiday period, Judge.
On the docket today, a probable cause conference involving defendant, Mr. Rainey. The court's immediate concern, his alleged bond violation. According to the prosecution, Rainey left Michigan and traveled to Indiana shortly after release, despite being tethered and under strict bond terms. He claimed he had no stable housing and attempted to contact his tether agency for permission to stay with his grandmother. However, there was no confirmation of approval. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to Judge Bench for more real courtroom stories that reveal the system in motion.
He has been in contact with us.
Was there a call to your office at all?
There was a call to my office. He called us. It wasn't prior to him going. I will say that. However, he did call and say, I'm in Indiana. I didn't have anywhere to go. I've been trying to reach out to my agent, but to no avail. He's got that other case in Hillsdale County. He's been reporting. He's currently on probation there. He has been testing. Your Honor, he has not been using any substances. He has been clean. The only reason he went there was because he did not have a place to stay. He stays with his grandmother in Indiana. I have explained to him that prior to leaving the state, he has to receive permission from the court to enable him to go wherever it is that he's going to go.
The defense clarified, Mr. Rainey did call the court's office, but after he had already arrived in Indiana, he said he had no home, had tried contacting his probation agent, and ended up staying with his grandmother. Despite violating the terms of his bond, Rainey reportedly remained in contact with officials, complied with probation in Hillsdale County, and passed drug tests. The issue, though, was clear. He traveled out of state without prior court approval, a direct breach of conditions.
Okay. He indicated that he was only
take your hands out of your pocket.
He indicates that he was only in Indiana for 1 day. He has been back now.
1 day too long.
1 day too long, Your Honor. He has been able to secure housing here in Michigan, in Litchfield,
Michigan, where I'm from.
In Litchfield, Michigan, where he's from. Your Honor, he has been very, very active in this case right from the beginning. We know that it took us a minute to get him out of custody. And obviously, he does not take that for granted, Your Honor. His violation of this bond was not, although it was very much so a violation, Your Honor, he doesn't want the court to perceive it to have been a disrespect to the court.
Back in court, Rainey clarified he stayed in Indiana just 1 day. But as the judge sharply noted, 1 day is still 1 day too long. Now back in Michigan, he's found housing in Litchfield, and insists he never meant any disrespect toward the court. Despite the clear violation, his defense emphasizes his cooperation and his gratitude for being released. The court's concern isn't malice, it's responsibility, and Rainey's misstep, however brief, has legal weight.
He takes this case extremely seriously. We've been working with the people to see if there's a resolution. Right now, we do not have a resolution, mainly because this outstanding issue needs to be resolved. We're asking that the court allow him to stay out. The tether is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Obviously, it didn't stop him from going, but he knows now that he is.
No, he knew then.
Your Honor, I did know then. I had nowhere to go. I was left out here. When I got arrested, I was in summer clothes. They were able to give me a hoodie. It was the middle of winter. I contacted everybody that I could contact.
Rainey's attorney stressed his seriousness about the case. The court had delayed proceedings due to unresolved issues, but the defense requested leniency, pointing out the tether did its job, even if it couldn't stop him from leaving. Rainey admitted he knew the rules but acted out of desperation. Arrested in summer clothes and released in winter, he said he was left without support. His statement, "I contacted everyone I could." The court wasn't fully convinced.
I apologize. I mean,
No, you didn't contact everybody you could have contacted. Did you get a response? Any response from the people?
The concerns of the people are just, I think the court recalls when we were here last time, the defendant was able to secure a PR bond after having been spent 7 months in Hillsdale, coming back here. So when he was gone, he wasn't gone somewhere else, he was in Hillsdale. But the concern is still that there was a failure to appear, I believe, at some point during the case. That may not be accurate, and I apologize if it's not. But the issue is, he was on bond for a CCW at the time of this possession case. He leaves the state. And I don't know if he's been testing. I don't have that information. I don't have anything to say he's not.
The prosecution challenged that claim, saying Rainey didn't exhaust all options for contact. They reminded the court that he'd already secured a personal recognizance bond after 7 months in Hillsdale custody. Yet, despite that leniency, he failed to appear at one point. Though some records were unclear, the court's trust had already been tested. On bond for a CCW charge when he left Michigan, his departure raised deeper concerns about accountability.
I just don't have any information he has that is happening. And there are, clearly had the ability to get all the way to Indiana. So I'm not sure why there wasn't some sort of communication with his attorney or something else to make sure that he was going to follow the bond conditions that were set by this court.
And Your Honor, if I may, just very briefly, he indicates to me that he has been testing. He's been testing in Hillsdale. He's on probation out there. His attorney in Hillsdale, he states that she forwarded the testing results to community correction. I don't have a copy of that. I can absolutely reach out to them and see if I can get that.
Questions remained about Rainey's compliance. How did he manage to get to Indiana, but not alert his legal team in time? While he claimed he continued drug testing under Hillsdale's probation program, no documentation had reached the current court. The defense promised to follow up with Hillsdale officials. Still, the absence of concrete proof left the court hesitant. Bond conditions are strict for a reason, and Rainey had clearly overstepped.
But Judge, we're really asking that the court give him another opportunity. He's been in custody for 7 months, in and out of Hillsdale. I mean, between here and Hillsdale.
And he just needs to follow the court's orders. It's really simple. Anything else?
Like I said, I got a place here now.
Nothing else, Your Honor. He just wants the court to know that he does have housing in Michigan now.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned to January 16, 2025, 9 a.m. This time, the defendant's remanded on the warrant. Community correction for the violation of his bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In a final plea, Rainey's attorney asked for another chance. He'd spent 7 months in and out of custody, across 2 counties, and had now secured stable housing. The message was simple. Rainey needs to follow court orders without exception. The judge set a new court date for January 16, 2025. But in the meantime, the defendant was remanded for violating bond. The warning was clear. Compliance isn't optional. Thanks for watching Judge Bench. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more real-life courtroom drama.